So how has your experience of FTE Global been, and what have you thought of the show?
Ross, it's been great to be at FTE Global. For me, this is the first conference since the COVID pandemic, and it's just great to reconnect with industry colleagues and see the exhibitions and just get reconnected and get back to a little bit of life, as we knew it before the pandemic.
So we're obviously here at FTE Global. It's the final day of the show. So what have been your main highlights?
I attended the urban air mobility section yesterday, and that was really fascinating. I think Robin, the partner from McKinsey, gave a really good overview and insight around the amount of money that's been pumped into this, and actually seeing the vertical aerospace and these other modes of transport being another alternative form of transport. I didn't realise how big it was before yesterday. And actually just in the exhibition hall here, there are so many unique, innovative kind of stands, and I've been walking around thinking, oh, that would be really interesting. We could do this, we could do that. And obviously it's been great from a networking perspective, and just having people talk to me and having conversations about what is it you actually do. You can look at stuff on a website and you can read it and think, oh yeah, that's really interesting. But actually someone talking to you and having conversations about what it does actually really mean for our customers, there's nothing like it.
And so what has been your main experience during FTE Global 2021?
I think Austin hit it right on the head, the feedback directly from the customers, but also, them hearing at the same time what the vendors are going to be sharing. It was great to be able to walk around the floor and see all of the technology that's out there. Certainly for us, looking at the opportunities, how can we leverage that? As Austin mentioned as well, privacy is a cornerstone of all of these projects and implementation. As new technology is deployed, there's always legitimate concerns about privacy, and being able to have candid discussions in the same room with the industry, with the stakeholders. It's a fantastic opportunity for us.
Yes, my experience at the show this year has been amazing. It's my first time here, and I've just been blown away by the quality of speakers and the vendors that are present, and just the collaboration that's taking place throughout the conference. Yeah, the networking has been amazing. I've met so many people that I had connections with that I didn't even realize, and the social events are a great way to facilitate those conversations. Yes, the conference sessions I've been in have been addressing all of the things that are top of mind for us. I think everyone's in a very similar headspace coming out of COVID and is concerned about a lot of the same things, and we've absolutely been addressing the biggest issues. Yes, I have had a chance to look around the exhibition. Lots of familiar brands, but also a lot of new innovators that I didn't know about. So great just to kind of open my eyes to new technologies and new offerings. Yes, based on my experience this year, I would absolutely come back again.
Absolutely. These 2 days have been wonderful. There is not only a very top-level assessment of what the future entails for our airports, but we also covered a lot of nitty-gritty, going down to lowest common denominator, are some of the trends and some of the issues and some of the modalities that some of the airlines and or airports are adopting in the community. So it's a very open-ended as well as close-ended type of review of what's going on in our industry, which will help us propel ourselves into the future and go back home and have additional and further conversations with our people on how we can enhance the passenger experience, as well as how we operate and how we collaborate, how we deal with sustainability, and how we deal with the current trends on becoming as touchless and seamless as possible. Yeah, the networking and social aspect has been wonderful. The breaks are sufficient and ample in order to come out to the exhibition area and to enable the participants to discuss topics, to introduce themselves, etc. So that has been very advantageous, as well as inside the actual areas where we actually listen to the presenters. So yeah, it's been very good. The topics have been interesting. In fact, I wish I would be able to cut myself in half and be able to participate in every single one of the sessions. I did come with a colleague. He's participating in some other ones, but myself, I would have wanted to participate in basically everything and have the outlook that I could have gotten by listening to all the presentations. Perhaps at the conclusion of the the two-day conference and exhibition, there is some material that will be available for the participants to retrieve, like white papers or summaries of some of these other presentations, as I imagine everybody was not able to go to each one of the presentations. Yeah, the exhibitions are pretty nice. I come not only from the airline industry, but also from the oil and gas industry, where the exhibitions are mega exhibitions. Of course, it's the nature of the industry. It's very different to this. That's not really a critique, it's just a comment. These exhibitors are very good and very specific to what we are discussing in these seminars and the topics of discussion. Something that I'm taking home as a lessons learned is next year we will come along an IT professional, because he or she would be able to understand better some of the intrinsicies of some of this equipment and be able to elaborate and help us direct ourselves into something more specific.
I've had a great time and a great experience here at the Future Travel Experience. I think the show is great. It's my first time here, and I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's been really informative. I've loved I'm a credentials person, so seeing really more and getting a better sense of what the airlines are thinking and what the airport innovation is has been it's been a very great show. I will say that the networking has been one of my favorite parts here. I'm new to this part of the world, so it's really great to meet new people and kind of make those connections. You may have met someone on Zoom. I met some of my coworkers in person for the first time this week, so it's just great to be able to see people and make those connections in person and then continue those conversations that may have had to end so as everyone goes to a different Zoom room. So it's been wonderful. I think I've been able to be in a lot of the conference sessions. I think the topics are great. I'm personally very interested in biometrics and digital identity, and I think the conversations have been great and really touching on all the big key issues from like maybe COVID health certificates and biometric matching for boarding and bag drop. It's been really it's been a great show. Yes, I have been able to go and see a lot of the exhibitions and done a few of the demos from some of the vendors, getting able to actually touch and see what the possibilities are with the different technology, maybe different than what I would necessarily see live. You can see all the options and also meet vendors that I haven't met before and seeing products and seeing how they could fit into the entire travel ecosystem.
And of course, we are here tonight at Future Travel Experience Global 2021. So what are the main highlights for you? How have you enjoyed the show so far?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great to see and learn from other people. Like there's so much going on, and people are doing really interesting things, and innovation is really kicking up in our industry, and the focus on sustainability, I think is fantastic. We as an industry really need to take a leadership role in how we address that, and I heard it so often today and so many different speakers, so that was inspiring.
Well, first and foremost, we can't miss the fact that we're actually with our colleagues, and it's been, at least 2 years at this point that we haven't had a chance to be together. So just really networking is so critical, really catching up on elements that we've missed, and really immediately just understanding what everyone is working on. So just from that alone, the networking piece is so vital.
You gotta love FTE, and last year we missed it, but the year before and this year, it's great to get back with everybody. I think what I love about FTE is that there's so many different people from across the industry who come together. Everybody's open-minded, and we discuss some big issues, and we talk about some tough problems, and I think that's what's fun about FTE. And so it's great to see everybody, obviously, but it's also great to talk about some big issues that we have with the industry.